Hey, Commanders fans, tune in because we've got some very important information coming and you need to know everything. Here on the channel, you'll find all the latest news about our team with breaking news and everything a true Commanders fan needs to know. So, first of all, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell because here you'll receive everything firsthand and never be out of date. Oh, and leave your like right now to strengthen this incredible community and show that Commanders fans are always there. No more ado, hang in there, because today's news is unmissable. Now, let's get straight to the point. Frankie Luvu's impact on the Commanders' defense is taking on a new form. When the Washington Commanders paid Frankie Luvu handsomely in free agency in 2024, it was a risk that quickly paid off. A marginal rotation player with the New York Jets before becoming a standout with the Carolina Panthers, the hybrid linebacker edge rusher spent much of 2024 playing as a marginal NFL Defensive Player of the Year candidate in Washington. His explosiveness, tireless energy, and versatility made him one of the most valuable pieces of Washington's front office. Luvu wasn't just productive, he was dynamic, visible, and often the spark of an otherwise inconsistent unit. Fast forward to the first quarter of the 2025 season, the conversation surrounding Luvu has subtly shifted. He's not playing poorly. He's not regressing physically. He hasn't lost his instincts or forgotten how to play football. Instead, what has changed is the structure around him. Under defensive coordinator Joe Witt Jr., Luvu isn't being utilized in the same way that made him such a disruptive force last year. To understand how his influence has changed, one must take a step back and analyze where he was operating situationally in 2024 compared to where he's lining up now. Frankie Luvu was the Commanders' loose cannon in 2024. Last season, Washington utilized Luvu as a mobile chess piece rather than a traditional linebacker or a classic edge rusher. His utilization rate in pressure situations was among the highest in the league for any non-defensive end. Coach Dan Quinn and Witt leaned on his natural style of play, attacking downhill, looping maneuvers, driving through gaps, and attacking interior screens. Commanders' shifting defensive mindset. When Witt arrived, the tone of the defense initially evolved. Their system isn't built around the chaotic pressure created by hybrid players. It prioritizes structure, coverage integrity, and disciplined lane control. In a very real sense, the New Orleans Saints may hold the key to this year's NFL trade deadline. Most football minds didn't expect the Saints to contend for a playoff spot this year, and a month into the season, they're 0-4. Only one team in NFL history has reached the postseason after a 0-4 start, with special thanks to the 1992 San Diego Chargers, so it's time for the Saints to commit to selling. But how far the Saints decide to go in their efforts to offload talent in exchange for future assets could determine how radical this year's trade deadline will be. And one of the key names under consideration is five-time Pro Bowl running back Alvin Kamara. Is Kamara a good trade option for the Washington Commanders? Kamara has been a great Saint and signed a 2-year contract extension last October, giving him control of the team through the end of the 2026 season. But even the most dedicated player may be ready to leave a franchise that appears to be heading toward a complete rebuild. Meanwhile, Draft Network's Justin Mello recently proposed a trade partner for Kamara that admittedly makes a lot of sense: the 2-2 Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders lost veteran running back Austin Ekeler to a season-ending injury. This forced rookie Bill Krosky-Merritt into a prominent role, Mello wrote. Perhaps his elevation is a bit premature. The Commanders are still rotating their running backs. Krosky-Merritt has failed to reach 50 rushing yards in 3 consecutive games. General Manager Adam Peters is a known dealmaker, having acquired Laramie Tunsil and Deebo Samuel via trade earlier this offseason. If the Commanders can secure the draft capital, they should make a strong push to pair Kamara with Jaden Daniels. The Commanders are relying on rookie 7th-round pick Krosky-Merritt as their primary starter in the backfield after losing veteran Austin Ekeler to a ruptured Achilles tendon. But Kamara could step in and instantly assume the role Washington wanted Ekeler to play, likely with a healthy dose of added explosiveness. Of course, there's no guarantee Washington will be interested, but the Saints could be looking for Kamara at any time. There should be a market for a player who nearly reached 1,500 total yards last season, even if he's had a slightly slower start this year. Kamara will likely have the final say on whether he's traded, but he could jump at the chance to play for a team returning to the playoffs with a promising young quarterback like Jaden Daniels. Rumor: former Saints second-round draft pick could be on the trade list. The New Orleans Saints are no longer a winning team and are rebuilding this season, so they could make cornerback Alontae Taylor available on the trade block. According to a source, they believe Taylor is in an awkward position as he is in the final year of his contract and there have been no discussions about an extension. Originally selected in the 2022 NFL Draft, the former Tennessee product has been a viable backup for the Saints for most of his tenure in New Orleans. After serving as an insurance policy for veteran Marshawn Lattimore and Paulson Adebo for most of their seasons, Taylor finally secured a starting role alongside Kool-Aid McKinstry after the Saints traded Lattimore and let Adebo hit free agency last offseason. The cornerback isn't the only one who could be available for trade, as the Saints could end up selling more players for the price. At 0 to 4, the team may be in a better position to revamp its entire secondary, and Taylor is expected to garner at least a fifth-round pick. Taylor finished the 2024 season with 4 sacks, 89 tackles, 16 passes defended, and 2 forced fumbles, so he has plenty of potential for a competitive team, and he won't be able to do that in New Orleans. The Saints could do well to trade Taylor after drafting Rezjon Wright and Ugo Amadi, but here are 3 teams that could pursue the former second-round pick at the right price. Rumors: former Saints second-round draft pick Alontae Taylor could be on the trade list. 2 potential suitors emerge. Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have one of the best offenses statistically, but the same cannot be said for their defense. If they have playoff aspirations, they need to put the defense in the best position to win, and that starts with the secondary. Quarterback Dak Prescott is playing his best football yet, and they can't let that aura fade, as he's not getting any younger. Although Jerry Jones has 2 extra first-round picks, he won't use either of them on Taylor. The Cowboys could use at least a 4th-round pick to secure Taylor a spot in their secondary. Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, the Washington Commanders are also in the market for a cornerback. The team surprised everyone last year by reaching the NFC Championship game, but they'll need help to return. Losses against Green Bay and Atlanta showed they could use another talented cornerback to pair with Marshawn Lattimore and Trey Amos. While they have Mike Sainristil to step up in crucial moments, it wouldn't hurt to have another former Saints player in the mix to help Lattimore with added safety.